Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about the new proposed bill by the government to help first-time home buyers. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to have a great conversation with one of the brilliant lenders, and we're going to talk about how can you take advantage of that because it's going to save you a lot of money. I am here with Alex. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming here. Alex is with Prime Equity Mortgage Company. He's one of the go-to lenders that I like to ask questions or send clients. Thank you so much, Alex, for coming to this. Let's get started. What is this proposed bill by the government to help people? They give them tax credits towards their purchase of a home.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Awesome. First, thank you so much for having me. But
absolutely. Thank you.
No, it's a tax credit. To first understand what a tax credit is, you should understand the difference between a tax credit and something that's tax deductible.
Yeah.
So
tell me about it.
Mortgage interest, as an example, is tax deductible, which means that it's going to reduce your taxable income. That is different than a tax credit. A tax credit is a dollar for dollar deduction or reduction in the amount of taxes that you owe. Mm-hmm. So as an example, if you owe $15,000 in taxes, as an example, and you get a $10,000 tax credit, you're only going to owe $5,000.
It's going to wipe out.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so that is a tax deduction. Essentially, Joe Biden is introducing this new idea. He introduced it in the Senate, or sorry, the Seat of the Union.
Okay.
I mentioned it.
Okay.
So it's got to pass in order for it to actually work. But
it's a good step. It's a good step.
I think so. Yeah. So the way he is describing it to work is that they're going to give you essentially $400 a month in the form of $5,000 each year. So year one and year two, you're going to get $5,000. So that's going to work out to about $400 a month.
Okay.
The theory is that it's supposed to, provide an actual mortgage relief.
Mm-hmm.
So mortgage relief, I don't know if it's going to be retroactive yet. So when rates started going up back in 2021, I think it was, in 2022, and at that time, mm-hmm. I don't know if it's going to be retroactive just yet. So I don't know if it's going to go all the way back or if it's going to start as soon as it passes.
Exactly.
Is it going to take effect? That's yet to be seen. But essentially, it's just mortgage relief. That's what they're trying to do.
Sounds good. It's very helpful to the home, and it has to be first-time home buyers,
mm-hmm.
and only when you buy your home. So for the home buyers, I think that's something that you should definitely look for. Ask your lender if you could qualify. So my follow-up question to you, Alex, is what kind of things that the home buyers, they should know about this new proposed bill?
Sure.
Once they can use it, basically.
Once it passes. If it passes.
Yeah, hopefully it'll pass.
Yeah,
yes. I'm
think
rooting
most
for
likely.
you guys. Yeah.
I think most likely it will pass. It's a pretty streamlined, bill.
Yeah.
It's not a whole lot of nuances to it. But,
okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, but there are pros and cons. So if you do qualify,
tell me about it.
Yeah, if you do qualify, the pros are you're going to get that tax credit. But you do have to be a first-time home buyer, and your income cannot be over a certain limit.
Oh, that's a big one.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's the a lot of barrier to entry for it, like down payment assistance as well. It's like the income limits. You may not qualify because of that.
Okay.
It's 160% of your area median income, your AMI.
Okay.
If you don't know what the AMI is in your area, you can reach out to one of us. We can kind of walk you through that.
Just talk to Alex. He will guide you through.
Yeah, you can tell by your zip code what the AMI is in the area.
For the whole family or for only the person in the loan application?
Only the person in the loan application.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for that person.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So essentially, if you do qualify for it, it's great. I wouldn't say that the $10,000 tax credit is the thing that says, you know what, I'm going to get the tax credit, I'm going to buy a house. I don't think
it should not be like that. You should plan. You should like thorough process.
Yeah, it's just it's a plus.
I like your idea.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
You should think.
Exactly. Yeah. But the cons of it are, I think that I don't think it's going to solve the affordability and the inventory issue. I think it may help potentially, but I don't know if it's going to solve all of our problems, because I think we're still feeling the repercussions.
We have so many problems
to
solve. A small tax bill is not going to cut it.
I don't think it's going to cut it. I don't think it's going to help a whole lot, but they're just pumping more money into it.
Okay.
Throw money at the problem. It's a Band-Aid fix that may or may not help.
Creates another problem somewhere else.
Yeah. You know, our government's very good at that. Unintended repercussions of the help that they're trying to produce, or they're trying to help out. But
awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to fix the affordability issue that we have here in California.
It's a huge issue. Like people cannot, Alex, buy homes anymore. It's like they are excluded from the American dream of like owning a home, especially in California.
High cost cities in general.
Exactly.
California, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a related question. The down payment assistant. Tell me more about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
The down payment assistance is just a different way to get creative with trying to get into a house.
Okay.
With affordability being such an issue, down payment assistance is just one way that you can kind of get creative and try to get into your first asset.
Okay.
There are a lot of different types of down payment assistance. ｃｈnoa Fund, there's CalHAFA, GSE programs, there's federal programs, state programs, there's also city grants that can help you out with the down payment.
I did not know that.
There's a lot of different programs. But again, all of them have their own pros and cons. So you have to look at both and see if it makes sense for your individual scenario and if you even qualify for them.
Okay.
If you want to know what you qualify for, or to see, what the payment would be, what the rate would be, would this actually work for your scenario?
Always ask a professional person, like a lender who knows the ins and outs.
Exactly. So we can see your file. We can see exactly, what your scenario is. And we can say, okay, based on what you're looking for, this is how much you qualify for. And I think this is the route that we should take if you plan to purchase your home in 2024 or 2025. Whatever it is, plan it.
Yeah.
You have got to plan it out. You just can't be reactive to the market.
It's
you have to be
such
proactive.
a huge decision. You have to plan it. You cannot like go blind eye into it.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail, as they say.
Exactly. I like it. I'm a big fan of. So tell me like briefly, like the pros and cons of the down payment assistance program.
The pros of DPA programs are the ones that I like, because there are different types, but the ones that I personally like and that I personally push to my clients.
You suggest to,
as an option, are the ones that have favorable income limits, because some of them have like an 80% of the 80% AMI limit.
Okay.
That's hard to qualify for, because their income might be above that, so they're not going to qualify for that DPA. But a DPA like the Empower DPA, just the first one that I'm thinking of, it's got a income limit that is, I believe, 140% of the AMI.
Okay.
So it's a little bit higher. So they can still qualify for it, even if their income is a little bit higher. And they're going to need the income to qualify regardless.
Of course.
Because it's a high-cost area. These are high prices, and we can't qualify you if you don't have the income to begin with. So that's the problem with a lot of the other down payment assistance programs, like the 80% AMI one, where your income is qualifying, it's under the 80%, but you don't qualify. Your income isn't high enough to qualify for the mortgage loan in itself. Yeah. So it kind of makes that down payment assistance program useless.
Like useless.
You can't even use it because you don't qualify regardless.
Exactly.
Your income isn't good enough for that sale price. And it kind of, again, it ties back to the unaffordability issue that we have here. But the down payment assistance program, I think, is a very good option. One, because
if used correctly,
if used correctly, and if you use the the ones that are more favorable. I like the ones that do not have a payable second mortgage. So if it's forgivable, or if it's a grant, those are the ones that I personally like. Usually
everybody likes grants.
Oh yeah,
you don't have to pay it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what grants means. You don't have to pay it back.
Yeah. So that one is a 3.5% down grant that they're going to give you.
Okay.
So they're going to give you the money, and typically it's going to have an owner occupancy requirement for the first year.
Of course.
That's not hard to me. I'm probably going to live in that property for at least a year. Probably not going to refinance or sell it within the first year. So that shouldn't be an issue. It is a little bit of a higher rate on your first position mortgage.
Okay.
But there is no second mortgage that's on there, like other DPAs where you're going to have a silent second or a payable second, where you have to make an extra payment.
To pay the second.
Right, exactly.
And usually it's higher interest rate because like higher risk. Okay.
And again, if you do one of those programs, you're going to be making your first position mortgage payment as well as a second, another $100, $200, and that could be the difference between qualifying for that property or not,
or like basically disqualify.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So the ones that I like are the forgivable ones.
Okay.
If you're looking for down payment assistance too, the federal programs are good. ｃｈljccc good. Federal programs, they're good. But the city ones, I'm gonna put you guys onto this game right now.
Yeah.
Okay. The city ones are the best. Personally, I like them.
Okay.
Because Long Beach, as an example, Azusa has one. Basically free money.
Yeah.
Basically free money.
Okay.
They're giving it to you. A grant. They're giving you the money so that they're incentivizing you to live in that city. Personally, I like that. There's less red tape as opposed to the federal programs like ｃchljccc or the other programs that they have. So if you can get into those, I think those are better, personally.
So, Alex, you brought up a good point. Is there like a fund a quota? Like we are giving only 5 million, for example. Is there such thing, or as many people as they want to buy homes, they can get that?
Yeah.
And what is the percentage? Like, is it like 3.5, just like you said with the other example, or is it different from city to city? Tell me more.
Exactly. Yeah, it's different from city to city.
Okay.
The cities have money that they want to allocate towards home ownership and getting people to buy in that city, but they don't have an infinite amount of money that they can just dish out. They only have a couple $1,000s or a couple million.
Use it or lose it.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to use that, for home ownership in their city. And then what was your other question? Sorry.
The other question is, what kind of percentage of the purchase price,
right?
Like the maximum ceiling for it.
Sure. Again, it's going to differ from city to city.
From city to city.
But sometimes it'll be 20% down. Sometimes it'll be a couple $1,000s, like $10,000, $20,000 towards a down payment.
Anything helps.
But again, anything
Yeah.
helps, especially if it's free money and there's not a whole lot of barriers to entry, like income limits, like credit score requirements. So those are just much more easier to qualify for. So if you can qualify for them, I would definitely look at those options as opposed to federal programs, which just have more red tape.
More red tape.
Yeah.
And LA, probably they have that program as well.
Yeah. I don't know for LA County. County's a little bit different than city.
Yeah,
right,
the city itself.
Yeah.
Do they have it?
For LA County, I don't know of.
Okay.
I know a couple city ones, but I don't know for LA County if there's a specific grant program for LA County.
Got it.
Yeah,
but
not that I know
it's
of.
very easy to check. You could talk to Alex and he will tell you exactly.
Yeah. So some people come to me and say, hey, there's an actual grant program in this city. Like, do you know about it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about it in this part of,
and then
LA.
Yeah.
I'll research it, see if one of our lenders can do it, and then we'll get you set up for it.
Yeah. Awesome. How awesome is that? Thank you so much, guys, for watching to the end. I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much, Alex, for being here and telling us all these great information that some of it I don't even know about. So if you like the video, please like, share to other family or friends so they could get the benefit as well. I will see you in the next video.